Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing foxes. There are dozens of animals commonly known as foxes, but they aren't all classified in the same group. Foxes known as true foxes are classified in the Vulpes genus. But there are other foxes who may appear indistinguishable from a true fox, but aren't technically considered true foxes. For example, the crab-eating fox looks quite similar to the gray fox, but they aren't classified in the same genus. And neither of them is in the true fox genus like the red fox. And of course, there are the oddballs like fennec foxes, who are classified with true foxes, but are quite distinct in their appearance. Not unlike the bat-eared fox, who isn't considered a true fox. So, we'll do our best to keep this as a general overview of all the animals commonly known as foxes, but hopefully get more specific with future episodes. So be sure to subscribe. Foxes are quite cat-like in not just their appearance, but also their nature. They have pointed ears and whiskers, sure, but they can also see well in the dark and tend to be more active at night, but not always. We'll come back to that. Gray foxes might take the gold medal for most cat-like foxes, because they even climb trees and are some of the only canids to do so. Anyone know other canids that climb trees? Foxes live worldwide with the exception of Antarctica. They are some of the most widespread land-dwelling animals, with red foxes specifically being found on nearly every continent. There are some species, however, living in much more confined areas, such as Darwin's fox, which is only found in parts of Chile. In inhabiting a large range, these animals survive in a variety of habitats. From swamps, to mountains, to forests, to deserts, foxes are found in just about every habitat niche. This also includes urban areas where some species aren't just surviving, they're thriving. Red foxes found living in human-related settings have been observed fitter and more well-fed than their wild-living counterparts. Considering there's potential meals in just about every trash can, these areas are ripe with pickings for foxy hunters. Plus, human settlements tend to attract the attention of other animals like squirrels and rabbits, which foxes will happily eat when given the opportunity. Opportunity is pretty much the way of life for a fox. Foxes are generalists, meaning they make use of a variety of different resources, including habitats and prey items. These mammals eat small vertebrates like rodents, reptiles, birds, insects, eggs, plants, and fruits. In times of plenty, they may cache their food under leaves, snow, or soil so they have something to eat at a later date. Foxes also change their feeding habits based on the season, taking what's available as the weather brings about different abundances of food. Some species, though, are more specific in their meal choices, like bat-eared foxes, who are insectivores and focus on insects. Bat-eared foxes have modified jaws to accommodate up to 50 teeth, including extra molars for chewing, meaning they rival opossums for tooth count. Foxes generally hunt alone, and some pounce on their prey. Some even eat other foxes, like red foxes, who are encroaching more and more into Arctic fox landscapes. Though foxes hunt alone, they may share a home territory with a partner or a small family group. Many fox species are nocturnal, but some, like island foxes, are most active during the day, with their peak activities occurring at dawn and dusk. Foxes use dens and burrows for resting and escaping predators, which include larger mammals like leopards, hyenas, wolves, and polar bears. They may also be taken by large raptors like golden and bald eagles. Fox burrows may be dug by the foxes, but more often are taken over and expanded after other animals have left. These dens are also used for raising their young. Fox breeding seasons line up so that their babies are born when food is most plentiful. For example, bat-eared foxes give birth when dung beetles are most populous in the summer. Depending on the species, gestation is just under 2 months to nearly 3 months, and there are about 2 to 6 young per litter, though Arctic foxes have huge litters of more than 10 kits. Bat-eared foxes are weaned within a month, while other species can take up to 3 months before they stop nursing. Mom foxes take care of their babies, but dads also play a part in raising their young. Bat-eared foxes might form family groups in which the moms suckle any of the babies, called kits, but dad will still come and play and bring food. After a year or two, young foxes begin having their own babies, and on average, they'll live 10 to 15 years in the wild. For more facts on foxes, check out the links in the description. Thank you to Saif and Hookfang for today's request. Give a thumbs up if you learned something new today, and thank you for watching Animal Fact Files.